Let's talk about the man with the golden touch. British gymnast Max Whitlock made everybody proud on Sunday, taking that gold at the Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah, his near-perfect score of 15.583 proved unbeatable, making him the most successful gymnast in history on the pommel horse.
And after flying back from Japan, Max joins us this morning in the studio.
In only the way he can. Hey! I have to say, Eamon does that most mornings. We just don't have it on camera.
Tell you, it's like interviewing Spider-Man here today. So it is. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
What does it feel like to be the most successful British gymnast in history?
It doesn't feel like it's me. Like it's very, very surreal. You know, I started gymnastics because I loved it. I carried on because I love it, and I absolutely still love it now. I never thought that if you told me these results would be behind me like 15, 20 years ago, I literally wouldn't believe you for a second. So it's been a crazy, crazy journey and feels very, very surreal.
Why gymnastics? I mean, when you're a young guy and you're obviously athletic, you could have taken any sport, I suppose. Why gymnastics?
I originally done swimming, and because my brother done swimming, I really enjoyed that. But a friend from the swimming club said I should come along and try it. So it was a bit of luck that I got into it. I managed to pick up stuff quickly. Like the first day I got in, I loved it from the second I walked through the doors. And, you know, I think every single day I try to learn something new. I think in gymnastics you learn something all the time, and I think I really kind of thrived off of that, you know, feeling that I was improving, constantly improving. There was loads of challenges, and then competition started, and I just kind of loved every minute of it.
And do you think that what's kept you at the top of your game, that you do still love it?
Yeah, there's that kind of no doubt, actually. I feel very lucky to have found something I loved when I was young, and I think if you love something, you naturally want to do more of it. That's helped me
your
improve,
body takes a pounding. Just look at this. Look at the way you land there. Training, and these are the bits, of course, that people don't really take into account. They see the performance, they see the game's performance, but all of this just goes on and on and on, and your body gets battered and battered and battered. How do you avoid injuries?
I think it's about being clever, and through my time I've been lucky enough to see amazing gymnasts come through that are older than me, and actually I've seen some gymnasts train like they are juniors when they're seniors. And I got glandular fever in 2015, and what that was is actually a huge blessing in disguise, because it taught me so much on how to rest, recover, not spend every minute in the gym, and it just makes sure that actually it becomes 50-50, and as you get older, in terms of 50% in the gym, 50% recovery, actually the balance gets more and more towards recovery.
You're 28 now, is that right?
I am, yeah.
So we've got Paris 2024 coming up, LA 2028. So have you got your sights set on both of those, or just Paris, or none?
I think it's, step by step at a time. But before Tokyo, I didn't want to disregard Tokyo at all, because obviously that was the big target. But I would love to make it for Olympic Games. I really, really would. I'm very proud to go to Tokyo and make it that my third and bring home those results for the country. And I think if I can make it forward, that'd be incredible. But
no spectators. I mean, obviously you have the teams and things, and we're seeing the footage of your training there. When you trained in an empty gym to get yourself ready for that kind of silence, I suppose.
Yeah, it was strange and massively gutted that there couldn't be an audience there, but it's, everyone's in the same boat. It's something that we kind of had to deal with, and I think in training, the preparation, me and Scott, my coach, literally done everything we could to make sure that, I was put under uncomfortable situations to do routine in gym, in an empty hall, making sure I'm put under so many different pressures to make sure that I'm prepared as I possibly could by the time we went out.
It's like us. We sit here morning after morning. No idea. This is like training. We've no idea if there's anybody out there or not. We just do it all in silence here. So we do. This man here, of course, the first man to retain that Olympic title in 30 years, 3 Olympic gold medals, 2 for pommel horse, Rio in 2016 and Tokyo. The other gold was a floor exercise at Rio. Your other half is Leah, and you have a daughter, Willow, who's 2 as well. And this is Willow. Greeting you at the airport, coming back from Tokyo.
me and Scott travelled together to the airport, so Scott's vehicle was there. I thought that we was both jumping in, getting our suitcases in there, and then Scott was going to drop me off home, and that was when I was going to see her.
It almost looked like you didn't see her to start with.
I didn't. I saw her, like I didn't literally run her over in the trolley. I saw her literally last minute.
And what does she make of all this, Max? Because she's only 2. Yeah. But we've got also... Can we see the family when they were watching you? We've got their reaction. Yeah. So she obviously knows there's a lot of excitement.
Yeah, and she does gymnastics herself. She goes once a week. I love that video as well.
Isn't it wonderful?
She goes once a week, so she kind of got the gist that, you know, I was FaceTiming all the time out in Japan. She knew that I was in Japan, knew that I got on a plane to go away, and I was away for a long time, obviously. Yeah. She knew I was doing gymnastics somewhere else. So she's kind of getting the gist of it a little bit, and the excitement from everyone in the family watching. I can't imagine what's going on.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Principal within the family, I want to talk about your other half, Leah.
Yeah.
What is it like for her living with an elite athlete?
I think it can be stressful at times. You know, I have so much recovery to do. I have to do this, that, and everything. And, you know, especially building up to this Olympic Games, it was stressful. There's no doubt about it. You know, I am getting older. It gets harder every single year. And Leah kind of has to see me come back from hard sessions where my body is just shattered, and, you know, I walk through and, you know, I'm just absolutely exhausted, and I come back from good sessions, which is huge positives, and Leah's there to support me on both sides. But I think, yeah, I couldn't have done it without her support. The whole, you know, we've been together for so long now, and it's been incredible.
But we're now more aware of what that takes out of top-level athletes. I mean, you know, we hear so many athletes now in terms of preserving their mental health and as well as their physical health. What do you make of this?
I think it's coming even more apparent how important it is, and I think some of the decisions that athletes have made at the Olympic Games, hard decisions, I think it's really important, and I think that will have a huge impact on people making decisions that's right for themselves. And I think that's you know, especially when we talk about sport can be really dangerous if your head isn't in the right place at the right time on the right day. It can be dangerous, and the last thing you want to happen is a mistake, an injury, in terms of because your head isn't in the right place at the right time. And I think it's difficult, especially when you know, I feel fortunate enough to come from being someone that's really chasing with nothing to lose, literally leaving it all out there and just going for it, to someone that's, you know, had so much expectancy, a lot of pressure now, which is a very nice position to be in because that's for previous results, but it's difficult. You know, it gets harder and harder, and the pressure ramps up. This was the most nervous I've ever been for competition in my life. Yeah. So I think your frame of mind is, you know, when you get close to comps, that's it. You've done all the training. You're as ready as you can be. There's nothing more you can do, and it's about keeping your head in a good space.
Well, look, there's the medal.
Oh yeah, let's see the medal.
The medal. So you know, you're not imagining.
How many medals have you got hidden under there?
So I have got 6 Olympic medals now, which
6 medals.
Doesn't
Amazing.
feel real.
Let me ask you, Max. Can you ever take that for granted? Do you ever get, you know, used to that?
No, I don't think you ever would. And it doesn't matter how many kind of get. I don't think it would ever get boring. You know, I'm nervous every single competition I do because I care, and you know, I think medals like this make it all worth it. And I think it really kind of makes you think about what you've done to get to that point. And yeah, an Olympic medal is a dream, even if you've got some previously, 100%.
You're a great man. You're so well balanced. You're so articulate. I mean, literally well balanced in everything you do.
Understatement.
To everybody, there's that camera one there. To everybody in Britain who, you know, wishes you well, who now maybe didn't even know about gymnastics before all of this, but they're big Max Whitlock fans now. What would you say to them?
Just a huge thank you to everyone. I think it's been a whirlwind time for everyone at home, being stuck at home, and hopefully, you know, the world is looking a lot more positive now. But it was a huge shame that we couldn't have that support out in Japan, but I really felt it on social media, so thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you from us.
Thank you.
Very well done. Well, you're going to want to get back to your family. You're going to probably want a bit of a holiday.
Yes.
You're going to want to eat sausage rolls.
100%.
All of the above. An absolute privilege meeting you, Max.
Thank you very much.
Here's to the next success.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
God bless. Thank you very much indeed.